The long regular season has all been building to this. And now, first-round games and home field settings. This place is going to be rocking. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the UTSA Roadrunners, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowl, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. The playoff is here, and let's not wait any longer. Let's get this going. Team is out there. Great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. The turn begins inside the 10. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. For a gap, it's Donald.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. If I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. It's important to have some sense of balance, so throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Slams right into the wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Tough situation with the offense. Third and long from your 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back. He's going to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Looking for his big tight end. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Here he goes. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Bit of a risky decision here to go for it on your own side of the 50, but guess what? They make it work. Keep the sticks moving.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Grant behind the line. It's Donald. The defense all over. They stop it right at the line.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
Toss it to the back, running left. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping and doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Early drama here in this playoff game. It's a 4-point play. They try to convert on third down in the red zone. Out of the gun now on third down. Close to the tight end. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Needs a completion here on 4th down. On the run, he'll let it go. It's incomplete. The defense makes a big 4th down stop.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Delivers quickly to the left side. Oh, can you believe it? He dropped the ball. Don't see that often from this excellent receiver. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
The pass rush closing in. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
So on their first drive of the game, they'll go for it in their own territory. Trying for a 4th down completion. Over the middle, it's Gomez. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
I thought the defense did a pretty good job here on this 4th down, but how about the quarterback? Throws an absolute laser to get that one in there for the 1st down.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. And he stopped just short down at the 2, but an excellent run.
And this guy is as fast as there is in college football, and it's so much fun to watch him when he gets out in space with room to go. And you just know the home crowd is loving this.
The tied offense line up here on 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Touchdown, tied, as they clean the lead in this playoff game.
Chris, that's what I love about this quarterback. It's a great touchdown, but he shows you his versatility. We know he can throw it, but here he shows you his speed and how he can make the defense pay for that as well.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. UTSA offense is back out on the field now. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. What can they do here? The stop made at the 45, but enough for a 1st down.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Man, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play. And the Roadrunners come to the line in the hurry-up. Handoff from the shotgun. Fights off a defender. The defense swarms him in the backfield. He had nowhere to run. Loses 2 yards.
How about that, Chris? They run the football here on 3rd down. Almost pick up the 1st down. What it does, though, is gives them a much better chance if they decide to go for this of picking up that 1st down.
The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Fires it to the wideout. And that one's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's in the clear. And it's a solid return after the interception.
I'm going to give the defensive coordinator a tip of the cap here. They went with dime coverage with 6 defensive backs, which gives them a lot more speed on the field. And with those defensive backs, they're able to play better in space. They recognize the ball, step in front of it for a nice interception.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Pass caught. Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
Second down after that previous play. They're going to run it here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
On third down, he drops to throw. He escapes the pocket. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback's trying to do everything he can to give this play a chance. He gets out of the pressure off to his right, but man, did he take a hit and wasn't able to complete this pass.
The offense already has one fourth-down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, they've got him! A fourth down sack and a turnover on downs.
Oh, man, this one is going to sting. I mean, you can see that this head coach and offensive coordinator, they have faith in the quarterback and the offense to deliver, and you like that. But now, their own defense is going to have to bail him out a bit here.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking deep downfield to the left. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Third and very long, looking to throw. Quick throw, testing the middle. Finds the receiver wide open. And they finally get him down, but a huge gain to wrap up this first quarter. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up first and goal. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
Just a misfire here by the quarterback. These are tight windows, man. They open and close so quickly. You got to almost anticipate where you're going to put the ball.
So getting nothing on first down makes it second and goal from the 8. Looking to throw again. Launching one to the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Well, there's 2 straight incompletions now, and it's going to bring up a big 3rd and goal. Remember, don't be afraid to expand that playbook. You don't have to always look to throw the ball, especially after a couple incompletions. Don't be afraid to run the football. Your back can get to the end zone.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Good job here by the defense on 3rd down. Forget about throwing downfield. They go short, and they make them pay for it with a loss of yardage.
They pass up the chip shot field goals out. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's got it near the end zone. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a 4th down stop.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that 1st down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the 1st down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop, and they get the ball back.
Running out of time in the pocket. He flips it to the back across the middle. Tackle is made, just a short gain after the completion.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. The quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
Short completion there. 2nd down coming up. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And the game will pick up the 1st down, tackled at the 22.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Throw to the running back in the flat. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher 2nd down on the way.
You know, he had nobody open downfield because of great coverage there by this defense. But what I love to see is how they run to the ball. He checks it down, and this guy's got nowhere to go. It's a big loss.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Oh, it's incomplete. A rare drop from an excellent wide receiver. Brings up 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things. And it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, this coach isn't holding anything back today. Plenty of time left, and the confidence to go for it is very telling of the faith he has in his guys.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. Grab down the middle. It's Gomez. Tackle made after a big gain.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Design quarterback run. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive, over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion, and it brings up a big 4th down to see if they can keep this going.
They've converted 2 of 3 so far on 4th down, and they'll stay aggressive here. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Looking to scramble. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And the Roadrunners will come to the line, looking to keep the drive going on 4th down. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he can't connect. The gamble doesn't pay off.
Well, Chris, there's crazy, then there's what we just saw. I'm not sure what this head coach is thinking. Late in the game, trailing by a bunch, I get. But you've got time. Way too early in this game to go for it on 4th and a mile.
That's a design quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. QB keeper all the way. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's what we call assignment football by the defense. They took away the back inside, and there's a perfect play to be able to stop an athletic quarterback on the option.
An important 3rd down and goal now. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, Chris, we're still here in the first half, but you got to wonder after that stop there on third down. Now we got a fourth down situation, and now you're in the red zone. You got to wonder, you want to take the 3 points the easy way, or do you roll the dice and try to take a chance and try to come up with a touchdown?
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. It'll be a 24-yard attempt, should be automatic. Extend their lead even further. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
At the 25, it's 2nd and 10. Can they make it a 3rd and manageable here? After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in. What a catch. He's in the clear. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. A much-needed counterpunch delivered.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now the try here for the extra point. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 19. They're going to run it. Picks up the first, looking for more. And here he goes. Past the 20. Crosses the 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he can't get rid of it and goes down, so a sack. Unsuccessful 2-point try. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Play at the drive now. They're backed up at the 12-yard line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Going for a big play downfield. And is picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their second interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Just time enough for one more play in the half. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Caught over the middle. It's Gomez. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. He was on target with his first try. This is a chip shot, 24 yards. And that one's straight down the middle. And they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. And Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Roadrunners will kick it away to get us going in the second half. Return starts from inside the 5. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive.